Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mommy Kathy, and for today's video, I'd like to talk to you about the 3 ways that I bond with my youngest son, Callie. I know that I don't really talk much about my family, but some moms have been asking me on what bonding activities would be good for a 3-year-old or someone a little bit younger or a little bit older, and so I decided why not just share with you guys a snippet of my life, and I'll show you what Callie and I normally do on a weekend. And then I'll also be sharing with you an app that I recently found that has helped me tremendously personally, and I know that this is going to prepare me to really bond with Callie when he gets to the point where he actually also wants to learn a little bit more about drawing and just making 3D animation, and we're going to be using a little bit of AI. So if that is something that is of interest to you, please go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, we are back. So again, my name is Kathy, and on this channel, we talk a lot about unboxings, we do reviews, I share tips on how to have a better life, how to be a better content creator, and I also talk about journaling and diamond painting. And if that is your kind of thing, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, share. Any kind of interaction is super duper appreciated by small YouTubers like myself. And again, for today's video, we will be discussing some of the things that I like doing with Callie, and an app that I recently discovered that I think every single mom should know about because it has just been so amazing. But before I get into that, let's talk about Callie and our bonding moments. So actually, the way I bond with my kid isn't really anything special. Most of the time, I watch over him and make sure that he doesn't hurt himself. So some of the things that he loves to do is actually swim. Now, since I can't swim, I make sure that we make time to go swimming, and then his dad swims with him, his brother swims with him. Luckily, we have a pool inside our village, and from time to time, we make it a point to go there on Sundays in the morning, and he'll go swimming for about 2 hours, 3 hours, and I think that's a good form of exercise. It's also a good way to bond with a kid. So you don't necessarily have to swim with your kid if you don't know how to. Like, I don't know how to, so I can't really swim with him. We might end up, both drowning. So I don't do that. And then another way that I bond with him is I bring him to events with me. So when I attend events and it's kid friendly, then I bring him with me, especially if the event is, really targeted for kids. I think it's relevant for him. He is a pandemic baby, so he's not that sociable yet. Sometimes he ends up, not doing good things, like hitting or pushing someone. And so we have to really socialize him. So I think that bringing him to events is one way that I can get him to socialize with other kids, and he can learn, some of the things that we have to do when we're with society. And but sometimes I worry, and I think it's really normal, especially for pandemic babies, that we end up worrying because they tend to be introverts, and I noticed that with Callie. So one of the things that I do, and I know some people frown upon this, is I let him use my tablet. So this is my tablet. Let me show you guys. Okay. So this is my tablet. So I have this, but I make sure that the tablet has very few apps, and most of them are kid friendly. So I have a couple of here, and I don't know if you guys can see. I have one here we call Toyforming. So recently there's been an influx of AI apps, and one of the things that I heard about was Toyforming, which really got my attention. I was like, what's that? I mean, what's Toyforming, right? Like, what is it about? And then I read up on it, I checked on it, and I was like, hey, you know what? I want to try this. So I downloaded the app. It's about 399 pesos. If you're here in the Philippines, it's 399 from Google Play. So I downloaded it. It's only less than 500. And it promised me that if I draw something, it'll bring it to life. And that was very exciting for me because I don't know how to draw. Like, if I draw something, so I recently bought a book about doodling. I was very proud because I drew a macaron, and I showed it to everyone, and people were like, Oh, that's a really good burger. I'm like, so I finally downloaded Toyforming. This is a family-friendly artistic creator sandbox that actually allows you to draw pictures and then convert them into three-dimensional life forms through the power of AI. I am so falling in love with AI right now. So from animals to plants, vehicles, more, there's actually no limit to what you can create. And the best part is you don't need to be an expert in drawing to use this app because I'm definitely not an expert. So you can see there are choices. I'm going to go with continue just because I already have a planet that I kind of created. Now, I drew a cat, but apparently the AI recognized my cat as a rabbit. So you can see a pattern here that my macaron was recognized by people as a hamburger, and the AI recognized my cat as a rabbit. But anyway, there is also an art gallery where you can kind of have a guide, and then when you draw something, you can put in your own drawing in there. So there's a lot of choices here. There's animals, flora, vehicles, food, tools. So it's really, really nice because there's kind of a guide, and then you can put in your own. So imagine you drawing a picture of a dog and then you see that dog come to life on your phone or your tablet. I actually chose to do this on my tablet because it's a little bit bigger. The screen size is a little bit bigger. And, definitely once I show this to Callie, he'll be hopefully amazed as he sees, my drawings transform into something real. So I really love all of the outlines that you're seeing here because you kind of have an idea na this is how I'm supposed to draw things. Like this is how the tree should look like, how the mushroom should look like, how the flora should look like, which is super helpful because for me personally, I find it a little bit challenging. There are also other things that you can see here, like a T-Rex. They have images of a ghost. So these are all samples that I got from the website because my own drawing just didn't look as good. So I wanted to show you guys how it would look if someone better than me actually does it. So as you can see, it's super duper nice. Like you'd see the details, and it's really, really, I don't know. I find it really super cute. There's a layout tab, like a layout tab that you can play with. And then there's also the actual drawing part, which I'll be showing you guys now. So you just need to click on the paint on the third, like on the upper column, and then choose the color. As you can see, I'm kind of choosing purple because I actually wanted to draw a purple flower. And here you go. So I really felt that I was drawing a flower. I was pretty proud of it. I had the stem and the leaves. And then I was like, okay, let's go ahead and bring this to life. And there you see the AI working. And then, ta-da! Oh, it said it was grapes. So it's a 13% accuracy of grapes. So I really have to improve on my drawing skills. But I love seeing, everything that I've been doing come to life. So, toy forming presents a visual way to learn new words as well, making it an effective tool for parents to teach children new vocabulary. Now, if you're also feeling competitive, you can save your creations in the catalog for future reference, and you can challenge yourself or your friends and the AI to see what can be made. Toy Farming has actually already won for Gamer.net's Media Highlight Award at Bit Summit. So that was really, really amazing. Now you see my apple was recognized as a heart. So I know that there's a lot of improvement I need to do, but at least I'm learning and it's just really fun to see everything coming to life. So, make sure to download Toy Forming and then you can start exploring your imagination with your kids. You can play things, you can, draw things and then see them come to life. And it's always amazing to see how their reaction is. So, try it out. You never know what kind of amazing creations you'll come up with. And the only limit really is your imagination. This is also really good for anyone who wants to learn to draw. It's not just a bonding thing with kids. It's also great for me time. It's also great for your mental health because you're just drawing things and then it'll come to life. And who knows? Maybe finally, if you draw a balloon, it will actually look like a balloon and the AI will even recognize it, which is what happened to me finally. So I encourage everyone to actually try toy forming aside from, physical activities with your kids. You can go ahead and download it. Screen time is not always a bad thing. It's really dependent on how you use it. And for my family and I know that screen time when used this way is actually really good. There are limitations. You can't, have them do this the entire day. But from time to time, especially when you need a little bit of sanity, I just want to encourage your kid to be a little bit more uh, quiet so that you can have a little bit of quiet. I definitely recommend toy farming for them. So, as with everything, just balance everything, and I'm sure that you'll be able to find something to do. And this is actually also a great way to make memories with your kid. I'll go ahead and link down below the store where you can download this from. Again, this is Mommy Kathy, and on my channel, I do recommendations and reviews, and I definitely recommend using this. So make sure to bond with your kids, a physical activity, but also find something to do in your downtime because we all need some downtime, and why not get creative with it? So make sure to download Toy Farming and let me know what you think down below in the comments. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next video.